any company that doesn't go through growing pains means they're not growing. And you have to remember, guys, we've been in business literally since the year 2000. We changed our comp and we divided Traverse into two companies a little over 2.5 years ago. We created Paycation as the marketing arm, and we created Xstream as the travel side. And we did that so we could get more traditional business into Xstream for companies that might not want to work with a MLM. But you know, when you go out and look at all the big companies out there, when you look at all the MLMs, very few companies last 15 years or longer. So when I look at these companies that are celebrating they've been in business for 1 year, well, you know what? You got a long ways to go, because in today's world, especially with problems with merchant accounts, problems with products and services, you know, used to you could have a unique product. People thought, oh, that's a great product. Well, now they go search it on Google and they're going to find out if it's a great product or not. But our timing's been great. We've been so blessed here with what we've accomplished in Aruba, Trinidad, literally all the Caribbean islands. Probably we've been stable in the Bahamas, literally probably for about 8 years. We've had reps that joined way back over there. They book a lot of travel. And so the Booking Ninja, when it came along, what it's done is, as you guys know, because you use it, it's opened up an avenue for international expansion. As we started moving around the world and going to the UK, and we would go into, matter of fact, when we went to Canada, without that Booking Ninja, we really weren't prepared, especially to allow people to become a home-based travel agent. A lot of the rest of the world aren't ready for that. But with that Booking Ninja, good example, I was in LA 3 weeks ago. I was able to sit down with one of my contacts in China, and she is was just blown away when we started comparing pricing on 5-star hotels in China versus 5-star hotels in on the Booking Ninja, and we just blew their prices away. Same thing in Japan, same thing in the Philippines, and it's going to be the same thing there. So this gives you guys a tool that these other competitors don't have, period. Now, one of them's trying to say they have something like this. They don't. Believe me, we looked at the one they have. We looked at the other one another company's using called Save On. They could not deliver. So we chose the company that's most proven. We know the trips are real. We know the pricing is going to be delivered, and when people show up, that's the main key. They get their pricing. Plus, there's over 450,000 hotels. So talking about you guys, I apologize for all the distractions out there. And I'm an owner that literally for the first 8 years, I think I had to terminate 2 people. In the last couple of months, I've had to terminate several people. And it's very simple. You know, I know what you're seeing. I see the postings you're getting. And I appreciate Christy, the leadership over there that stays focused. We're not going anywhere. And I made the decision in September. I was tired of people jacking with the downline. We got involved with Jeremy Monty and his crew. Money was stolen. Fraudulent loans were taken out. You know what, though? I let the lawyers handle that. When we get into court, all of that will be settled. We win. We move on. I'm not even worried about that. And so now, what are they doing? They know what's going to happen in court, so they're trying to start up a competitive company. Matter of fact, they're trying to use our technology, our training, our comp plan. It doesn't work. I tried to tell the people that get involved with him, you're going to get tied up in the lawsuit, period. That's not a threat. And people say, oh, no, that won't happen. You see this? That's from the court in Austin yesterday. I went to court and I got a temporary restraining order issued, which is one of the hardest things to get done. As of right now, they're not even in business. They don't know it yet, but they're going to be totally shut down until a hearing. They can't use their website. They can't use their domain. They can't use the name Platinum. They can't use any of our materials. And when we get them in court, we're going to show how they have stolen all of our intellectual property. And I've told all the people going on, I see what David's posting. He's trying to act like he's a lawyer. He needs to go read our policies and procedures. See, reps aren't allowed to make up their own rules about cross-recruiting or non-solicitation. It's very clear. You can talk to your people you personally recruited. Beyond that, it's grounds for termination. And so right now, matter of fact, this little TRO not only includes Monty, I'll just tell you, Monty, Montbriar, Techvation, Platinum Travel Inc., Global Platinum Services, Xstream MB Holidays, DBA Global Platinum Services, International Vacations, Kevin Chrysler, Shaniza Doosan. So all of these people will be served Monday and Tuesday. And then we wait the 14 days for a hearing. And I can't wait for that hearing. But during that time frame, shut down. Now, let me tell you, I was talking to Peter. You know how many companies survive a TRO? Very few, especially a startup company. So we're not gonna back off of this. We're gonna be very aggressive. We have these people making these posts. I warned everybody, do not cross recruit, do not spread the rumors, do not get involved with people we're in litigation with. Matter of fact, I saw the post that they didn't get paid because they wouldn't sign a form. That's not true. There was other people that didn't sign the form. Guess what? They got paid because they're not out there cross recruiting. The reward for signing the form, which people didn't know about it before it was sent out, diamonds didn't. 40 diamonds signed that. They're united. They're here. They're ready to rock and roll. They're focused. But it's because of what we're doing internationally, we sent that out. And it was to also send a message throughout the diamond, unity. And so when I said, look at that, checks were held for cross recruiting. And let me just explain how it works, guys. I hate to take a check. I hate it because I know how hard it is to earn. But we don't make the decisions about termination. We don't make the decisions about holding checks. All we're told is to hold it during the investigation. From the time the investigation starts, commissions can be forfeited if the person is terminated. There's a hearing on Monday for about 5 people. And that hearing will decide, 1, if there's termination, 2, and even if there's termination, there's a chance to appeal always. Then there's, they decide what is paid, what's not paid. Is diamond bonuses paid, not paid? Is matrix codes paid? Or is it held for future investigation? I don't make that decision. That'll be made by Jane or Wellman, which are the attorneys. We use Wellman and Warren. We also use Gardner and Wynn, 2 of the biggest. Wellman and Warren is the litigation firm. Gardner and Wynn is one of the major, biggest MLM attorney firms in the country. We don't write our policies and procedures. They do. So when we have a complaint come in, and by the way, we have people saying, you have to send us the proof. No, I don't. Who would send me proof if I have to expose them? It gets exposed if it has to go to court. Good example yesterday. We found out why Shaniza went over to this other company, because in her contract, she got a $20,000 signing bonus and she got paid $10,000 a month for 3 months over and above the commission program. Had nothing to do, sounds like, with a good opportunity. It looks like it went for putting $1 in your pocket. So I asked these people going over there, that's why Paycation doesn't do a deal. I always say, if you got to pay people to come to your deal, how good is it? Because if you got to be paid to go there, how do you expect other people to go that aren't going to get paid? And so with us, that's why I don't do deals. Our comp plan's our deal. Our team bonuses, if someone can produce, is what rewards them. And so I want everybody, and I apologize, yes, I haven't been to Trinidad. I haven't been to Aruba yet. But if you saw my schedule in the last 6 months between the Diamond Mastery Tour and we've got good quality diamonds that have been over there to help support, help get it started. But you have my word, I'll be there. If I can work something out in Christie, we can get a date in February, at the latest March. And you guys are gonna see 2017, here's what my schedule already is for 2017. On the 3rd, I leave for the Philippines. I arrive in the Philippines on the 5th, have governmental meetings on the 6th. On the 7th, we do our big, it's kind of like a pre-launch there. And on the 8th, I catch a flight out. I go straight to Hong Kong, where I have meetings about Japan and China. And then once I finish up there, I go straight to New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, and Australia for meetings there. Then when I get back, many of you know, we've already got approvals and we're opening up South America. Not just South America, we're opening up Peru. That's the foundation we're using over there. From Peru, because of their trade agreement, that automatically gets us approved in Chile, Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, and Mexico. In Mexico, we're actually utilizing President Fox, former President Fox, with some of the programs we're working out with him to help bring us into Mexico. So when Paycation, do you know how many times since we started, I've heard from our competitors, oh, they're going out of business. They're not going to be able to pay this month. Not only have we paid every month, every week on time, we've paid early for over 43 months in a row, guys. And Sean knows when he pushes that button, we don't even think of the 15th as payday. To me, that's late, even though that's when you're supposed to be paid. My philosophy is it's your money. Once we've checked it, once it's ready, we give it to you. So tonight, I'm asking you to put some trust in me. Paycation is not about one diamond, two diamonds, two leaders, people that can jump in. The one thing I hate about our industry is people that jump in, get people to build up their belief, and then they're out shopping for a deal that'll pay them money. Here at Paycation, if you will lock in, we got the strongest compensation plan in the world. We got products and services coming with our platinum. You've seen our platinum services, Paycation MD, Dish Network. We're looking for different products that you guys might like. Our new energy product is rolling out. Matter of fact, Spencer was at the home office. He got to try it, and he's like, this is a home run. Many of you may drink 5-Hour Energy or one of these others. This thing is incredible. The key is it builds more BV. We ran our comp plan against some of the biggest companies out there, because when you think, well, you know, we got people making 10, 15, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. I was talking to 2 other owners that built billion-dollar companies and sold them. And I was saying, I just want our guys to be able to get to that $1 million a year. And they said, well, looking at your comp plan, we don't understand how you're paying out as much as you do based on a $69 sale, based on the booking engine being only $19.95. One of their companies, they said, averaged $156 and certain amount of cents per month across the board. That's how much BV it averaged. The other one said his was actually a little higher than that, about 182 BV. By the time some people bought 4 or 5 products, some people bought 1 or 2. Here, think about it. For 16 years, we've had one product, that's our travel, 50 BV a month, but yet people are earning that kind of money. So we thought, wow, we increased the BV. Some people start using the energy product. Some people, where you guys are at, you got mosquitoes. This new product we got that you just take a capsule, 1 or 2 a day, and then you don't get bit by any kind of bugs anymore. The weight loss product, you guys didn't get a chance to see me. Some of you were probably in Memphis. But when I was in Atlanta and LA last time, I had people say, holy cow, what happened to you? I've lost 28 pounds since our Paycation experience in Punta Cana. On a weight loss we've been trying. Because same thing with the energy drink. Sean said we were the guinea pigs. We must have drank 100 of them because I said, I want it to taste good, not where you got to hold your nose and swallow it. And we finally got there. But the thing is, with this weight loss, I've lost. Terry's lost. Everybody we put on it, bam, 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 major weight loss. I continue to lose about 1 pound a day. I eat like a horse. It's crazy the way when you see how this thing works. The company that has the patent on it has come to us and said, we're willing to let you take this product and also sell it. In return, we help them with travel. So it's a two-way street. And you got these 2 former billion-dollar company owners wanting to align themselves with us for this international expansion. I think 2017, not only in the countries I just talked about, but where you're at. This will be our year. We'll do more this year than we did in 16 years.